Hello, this is part 2 to that other part that I had on before. Not long after I put it up, health doctors came to my door, knocking on my door. I knew they would because it mentioned Department of Child Safety. They're pathetic. They use their position to gain winning arguments over what anybody says. They just constantly hound me. If I say anything wrong, they've always got mental health ringing or knocking on the door. Never ends with them types of people, such pathetic actions. They abuse their positions to win like that. They can't ignore it. I mean, they are. This is YouTube. They don't have to watch. I mean, constantly hounding me on YouTube just to constantly, it's like that dobber, the dobber at school or something, schoolyard crap. But never mind. So, yeah, they knocked on my door. Lovely people. And they asked me all these questions like, do you want to kill somebody? Do you want to hurt people? I said, yeah, sure, I'd love to hurt people. What have you got? I said, yeah, I do. I want to hurt people. I want to hurt people that hurt me. But look at me. I'm 60. I can't hurt anyone. I can't even run around the block. I can't win an arm wrestle. He said, do you want to hurt other people that hurt you? Do you want to hurt yourself? Do you hear voices? Well, at one stage I was hearing things, but I found out it was from my phone. They were hackers. But I didn't tell him. Why should I explain myself? It's so annoying. But he was a lovely doctor. I ended up telling him, oh, look, I got night terrors from my past. I've been abused. And I want, to talk to someone. Yeah, I'd love to, and get help to sleep fully through the night instead of... But I wake up once every night and I go to the toilet and it's hard to get back to sleep. So I may need help. I fixed all my other night horrors up, but I didn't tell him that. I don't have them anymore. I haven't had them for quite a long time, actually. I don't know, 4 months now, 5, actually longer. I think it's been a year. Yeah, it's been about a year. Even, yeah, that's a long time. But, something to do. I'd love to talk to someone. They seem so nice. But it got cancelled by someone at the hospital and they left a message on my phone. I said, no, I have to see someone else. And I said, I'm thinking, no, I don't want to see no one else. So they can go and get touched with sexy fingers, and get effed. Because I am not going to see anybody else. I really don't want to see anyone because I'm busy. I've just got boxes from here, dragged them into my bedroom in here. Now I've got my mattress out. Oh, it's very dark. I've got my mattress out from the car. That's my camping mattress. I've taken the dirty sheet off because it got dust from it in the car. That's my setup. There's my TV and the box, very dark in here, and some things. I've put it all in there. This is my sensor camera, and I've got that there for pretending, but it's got batteries in it. I just keep forgetting to turn it on. And I slept well with no curtains. Oh my goodness, it's so good to have no curtains. But I do have to wash those. And I got to pick my towel up. I had a shower. It's my dirty washing. And I made bickies today as well. And they are absolutely delicious. I always put lemon juice in my bickies because I don't like the taste with no lemon juice. Anyway, I've got circles, I've got stars, I've got these ones I can put custard in when I make, or sprinkle whatever, round ones, little round ones, heaps of stars. I had 2 long ones for dipping in my tea. I ate those ones already. But I cannot eat biscuits without lemon juice in them. It just doesn't have that taste. Anyway, I've got all my food back in my cupboard. There's my own hiding there. I haven't taken it out. And I've still got lots to go. I've got to fix all this here. I'm wearing my weird ring. I think it's a magic ring, because I swear I saw something spinning, green light spinning, and it has, they're, I don't know what, those hungry stones, what are they called? Starving stones or something. I forget. Well, that's what those are. They're something to do with hungry. I have to look it up. But anyway, they're really beautiful, aren't they? Like a deep blue, but they're really green. They go green, they blue. The one in the middle is called a neon hungry stone. I just can't remember what they're called. They put if you grind them up, and they're poisonous, toxic, so you can't swallow them and eat them or grind them up, but I forget what they're called. Anyway, there's something to do with starving, hungry, make you hungry or something. So, with diseases, there was also some kind of sore throaty thing going around Rockhampton here. But I will show you, I took a lot of these and I made soup. These are strepsils, and they're not lollies, but because if you have too many, you vomit. So, and I've got this sleep thing, but I haven't used it for a while. And there's my homemade soup. My veggies are in there. I have to take them out every day. Oh, an empty plate. What did I put that in there for? Damn. And I've got to put the dishes away. I had to wash the floor again because the lawnmower came to mow the lawn. So my yard is nice and green. Oh, fuck. Lucky. Leaving your food everywhere. Come out. Come on. And the lawnmower guy wants the rubbish moved that the workers left. The worker left. Just piled all these stuff. I put some things to cover it from animals and things. And these are my herbs I use for cooking. Garlic chives. That's the guy's name. What's it's a herb anyway. And there's rosemary. That's a girl's name. Who could forget that? And my aloe vera I use when I'm really, really in pain, like kidney pain. That time. That's just a flower that's supposed to grow blue flowers, but it hasn't bloomed for years. I'm thinking about pulling it out, growing tomatoes in it or something. That's a lovely plant. It's a water plant. I pinched it off the ground. It was lying on the ground, so I pinched it. Lucky, what are you doing? And they're going to fix the fence, if you call that a fence. It's not really much of a fence, is it? Anyway, he's left boards, work boards and stuff. Here, come on. My old Barbie, it does work. It's awesome barbecue. Get in there. Behave yourself now. And you shouldn't put your food in the doorway. I could trip over it. Naughty dog keeps putting things in the doorway. He's got puts his blankets in there and there biscuits all going around all in the walkway where I walk. And I'm forever moving it out the road. He's a dodo dog in disguise, a dodo dog with no wings. So, yeah, so they came and knocked on my door. Lovely people. Bit of a shock. But I was expecting, because Australian Department of Child Safety always abuses their position. They're pathetic. They used to get kids by telling people, taking them, they just take them when they want. That's Australian Department of Child Safety for you. They just take them when they want. They mainly take a lot of abo kids. And you can guess your bottom dollar, they're all sexually abused. And they know it, so why are they taking them? And then they'll give them time to go to court to get the kid back. But they'll always give them the wrong dates and all this crap. It's like, oh, yeah. One time my son was taken. He was run over after being abused for years by them, and then run over to cover up all the abuse. He nearly died. He did die a few times. They were giving him blood transfusions more than sometimes 6 times a day because he just kept bleeding out. He just wouldn't stop bleeding out. He was on tubes all over him. And they gave him back. They used their position to get back at me for something. I don't know what. I must look better than them or something. And they gave him back to the people that abused him. And he was never abused with me, in my care. Never abused. They just took him just for the hell of it. And the people that they gave him to are all Woods in Wandoan. That's where they used to live. But now they ended up with a lot of money right after they ran over him twice. Unbelievable, eh? Just run over kids, or do they collect insurance or something? Or do they get paid for it by pedophiles if they can watch the kids get abused and run over? Must be, a live action thing going on. I don't know, but it's pretty sick. Anyway, they ended up with a big farm. And the Sanalink DSS in Australia here told me they would have got a lot of money for that. I said, what do you mean? They said, well, because they've got access to their accounts, because they pay carers payments. So they've got access to their accounts, and they said they were paid a lot of money. And everyone else says, no, they weren't. So who's lying? Government or them? Obviously they are. They would have covered it up. So there's nothing much I can do about it, but talking about it makes me feel better. That's why I make these videos. I feel better if I talk about it. And so that's Roma, Department of Child Safety, not anywhere else. Anywhere else seems okay except for the Rockhampton one and Toowoomba. They run the town, Toowoomba, that department. They run the whole town. If you've got kids, they're at your door or they're parking somewhere. They're just so hungry for kids. I don't know why. They must get paid a lot of money to take kids or something. Or they've got pedophile cousins or something that want kids. My son, they told the hospitals after they ran over him he was someone else. They said a different name, and they even told him he was someone else. And he used to tell me when I was allowed to talk to him that they keep telling him that he's someone else. And he asked me, what's my name, Mum? I said, you know your name, it's Regan. And he said, what's my last name? Regan Leon. He said, yeah, I keep telling him that. But they kept telling him that he was someone else. So I tracked down this someone else that they call my son. And he went missing in the same carers that were looking after my son. And he went missing. He was sent to UK, and I tracked down all the people involved, and I gave it to the government and to CMC, and then they claimed that they were the ones that did all the work. So I don't care if they claim that, that's okay by me. But the doctor involved in UK denied everything. And I gave the CMC all the sites and all the conversations, everything, all the people's names, and they were all from Department of Child Safety in Roma, giving kids, sending them to UK and just stealing another one to cover it up. And my son was the cover-up. That's why they kept telling him he was that boy. So very strange, but I do feel a lot better talking about it. I've kept it in for so long because I thought, should I talk about government? Should I talk about them? But what about me? I need to be free of all that. Why should I hold those things in? People should be giving their say and be allowed to say it. I'm not hurting or talking about people and calling them names or threatening anyone. I am talking about setting myself free so I don't have night horrors all the time. And I do feel free. I really do. So anyway, that is it for now. Have a good night, people. I'm going to finish watching this Australian news. Oh my goodness, there was a fire.
More than 25,000 jobs are at risk if the government fails to set a date for when they can set sail.
Isn't that sad? A lot of people are out of work and it's hard to buy things. And I'm buying a book soon, a handmade book, beautiful book, not leather, because I am so sick of animal stuff. Not leather, just material, but I can take the pages out and move them about or replace them with different paper. So that would last me a long time because I want to get drawings from my grandson and keep them in there and just take a page out and get him to draw on it and then put it back in. So that's what I want that book for. So that's going to be awesome. When I get the book, when I finally pay for it, when I get some spare cash, and when I do get the book, I'm going to take it straight over to my son and leave it with him so that they can take the pages out now and again, get him to draw on it, put it in, and then give it back to me so I can, flick through it. I reckon that'd be nice. So anyway, have a good night. I've got so much to do. I'm clearing my car out and I'm going to fix it up as a little camper van. And put my little cooking things in there and little gas cooking stove thing and my mattress back once I clean it all out and do it properly. And I'm going to have a little table in there and a little basin. You can foot pump it and the water pumps up, and it's got 2 bottles and the grey water goes into the other side and the water pumps up from another bottle. And you can remove the bottles, empty them, fill them up, etc. And that'll go good in my little van for camping, fishing. And I'm going to buy that army net stuff to cover up so that I can just sort of like stay out of bird's eye view, because this Department of Child Safety, they stalk me. Every time I go, they'll be right behind me. And when I go to get into a store, they'll run in front of me and look behind to see if I'm following them. And so I have to go a different direction, and the same cars keep following me. They're so wacko. I call them wacko jackos. But anyway, they can't keep it up because they've got families. They've got to, let go. I'm 60. They've got to let go at one time. They can't keep going and going and going and stalking. What is wrong with them? Are they like mentally ill and can't let go of me or something? But anyway, all right, have a good night.